Welcome back to 272 Berdan. I'm Steph Tulpan.
And I'm John Grant.
On this week's show, we'll be going back in time to this past fall. The Wayne Hills class of 2023 varsity football players have a lot to say about their last time out on the field as seniors, as well as reminisce about their best moments being on the team.
Coming up is a busy winter season for Wayne Hills. We're going to be talking about classes and previewing winter sports and activities that are starting up again soon, such as SDA, wrestling, boys basketball, dance team, and fencing.
There is a lot to say about these topics, so let's get started with our first segment on the class of 2023 football players.
The Wayne Hills Patriots football team season ended Friday after an upsetting loss to Cranford in the playoffs. Let's talk to the seniors about their time playing for Wayne Hills. The seniors played many games in their career, but which one was their favorite?
Probably my sophomore year against Wayne Valley.
Passaic Valley this year.
I would have to say Ridgewood of my sophomore year. We won 10-9.
My favorite game, I'd say the out-of-state game in Tennessee against Liberty Creek.
It would have to be last year against Wayne Valley.
Many hours spent on the field practicing, playing games, and getting better. What are their favorite memories?
The out-of-state game last year. We're in Missouri. There's really nothing to do around there, so all we had to do was sit in the hotel room and just mess around with each other. It was so much fun.
Our last year out-of-state trip against Harrisonville.
Out-of-state game this year against Liberty Creek. It was just a really fun experience.
There's a lot of good memories, but I'd say just like the team bonding experience and everyone just coming together, making all my friends.
I had to be my sophomore year, just transferring them from my other school.
Football is a very tough sport and a very intense game. What is the biggest lesson they learned?
Definitely time management and how to face adversity.
I would say staying disciplined.
Biggest lesson, always be on time to things and show up early and just be there because you don't want to be late.
The biggest lesson is don't take them for granted. Work every single day. You'll be the player you want to be.
Now let's hear the seniors' messages to the underclassmen.
Stick with it. You know, as much as it may suck at times and it's hard and it's difficult, stick with it. It's all worth it in the end.
Don't let your time here go to waste. It goes by quick. It goes by really quick, so don't let your time go to waste.
Work hard, literally work your butt off. Do whatever you can, and good things will come.
To the younger classmen, don't take them for granted. Work every single day. You'll be the player that you want to be.
Congratulations to the class of 2023 football players.
Next, we'll be looking at last year's SDA season. SDA is right around the corner once again, and everyone is counting down the days to the first practice.
Let's take a quick look at last year's SDA season and what Wayne Hills should expect this year.
Welcome to the 2023 SDA preview. Ms. Kindler, the head advisor of SDA, has made SDA for the Student Dance Association for all students here at Wayne Hills High School. Doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, or how you dance, everyone can join. These upcoming captains will coach you into the best shape of dancers and will get you ready for their favorite days of the year, which is show days.
So this year I'm maroon overall.
I'm the white overall.
SDA president. I do SDA because I just think it's such a good club and organization that brings the whole school together to focus on one major event.
I do SDA because it's just something I love. Love putting my dedication and seeing the dances come to life.
Really inclusive to all regardless of skill or dancing ability, and it really just created a family.
The hardest part is getting the dances to look how we like them and just really getting the girls to cooperate with us.
The easiest part is definitely getting to know everyone and having such a fun time at practices.
You can do jazz, arrow, pom, and tap.
As you can see, Mia, Ava, and Rachel are the three main girls who are making this upcoming year so special to all the girls participating this year. They have such big plans and they're so excited for the season to start. But let's see what their favorite things about SDA are from previous years of doing it.
My favorite part about SDA is the week before the show when we show the Maroon team all of our dances. It's just so exciting and just it really makes it feel like all your hard work is really paying off.
This is a hard one because I love SDA so much, but I'd have to say that my favorite part is really building a family with your entire team. You spend a lot of time together. Everyone's always there if you need help. And it's really just an inclusive space for everyone.
The favorite dance that I've done all throughout SDA was definitely Maroon Jazz last year because I got to create it with my co-captain, Jaden Niesenson.
I personally think pom is my favorite because I was pom captain last year and I just really liked it.
My favorite day to perform is definitely Saturday because that's the day we get to find out and that's when the crowd is the biggest and you have the most supporters.
Oh, Saturday, of course, just because the whole gym is filled with people, a huge crowd, and it's just so amazing.
Okay, the Wednesday before the show, I really like to run my dances a lot and make sure that everyone's doing everything correctly. And I like to take videos and like point out like what's going well and like encouraging all my dancers in the dances is really fun.
The funnest part about the Wednesday before SDA is seeing everyone's costumes and seeing all your hard work pay off, because it's the first time that you get to see everyone else's dances.
Last year, the Maroon team was won by the overall Serena Ramirez, and first place was won by Maroon team. Maroon Aero captains Melanie Galkin and Kelly Kappa with the Britney Spears Aero dance. Let's see if the Maroon team can keep their win for the 4th year in a row, but this won't stop the white team from trying to break it all.
Last year, I definitely miss all the seniors that won't be with us this year.
Last year, I missed my co-captain Lexi and I missed the overall Irene. They were just my partners in crime throughout the whole thing. It's going to be really hard navigating SDA this year without them.
One fun fact about SDA is that I was Maroon Jazz captain last year.
Okay, well, I was the pom captain last year and my dance got 3rd place.
I think the 2 most improved players are definitely Blake Niesenson and Chelsea Frenicola.
Phaedra, she was great. One of my stars in my dance. And Rebecca Coles. She really improved.
Milena and Liz, who were the top captains last year, seeing their dance come to life was such an amazing experience, and I think that they absolutely killed it.
Last year, I was in Maroon Jazz and Maroon Tap.
Last year, I was in Jazz, Pom, and Arrow.
This year, overalls for both teams are Mia Carr, maroon overall, and Ava Yanuzzi, white overall. The president for this upcoming year is Rachel Rodas, and the captains for all 4 dances between both teams are ready to prove this upcoming year will be the best, and they are so excited to see what's ahead and planned out for the year.
This upcoming season, I can't wait to see everyone's creations come to life. We already started doing different choreography and having our music done, so it's just really exciting to see new ideas happen.
Oh my God, this upcoming season, I'm just so excited for new traditions, new things to start, and just to finally be able to bring my ideas to life.
This upcoming year, I'm excited to throw in some new things that we've never done in SDA before, and lots of new things coming this year, more fundraising, which I think will be so much fun.
I do have to say, I'm really looking forward to Maroon Jazz just because I was captain last year and I can't wait.
I think I'm most looking forward to, I don't even know, I love them all, but my favorite to perform personally is Pom, so that I'm really excited for.
The last year overalls really helped me realize like how to handle a team and handle different problems and situations and go about them if anything were to happen during the season.
Oh, Irene was just like my biggest role model. She helped me so much. She still texts me today and just gives me so many great tips, and she's literally like my second mom. I love her so much, and she just really helps me navigate my way through this.
Last year really shaped me as a dancer, coming from someone who does not have a dance background. All of the captains and all of the officers and overalls were just so willing and eager to help, and that really helped reiterate my love for SDA, and I can't wait to do the same for the underclassmen this year.
In conclusion, SDA is the main thing that people enjoy in high school. Maybe look forward to during the summer or beginning of school year. Last year was a great year, but people believe this upcoming year will rock it out of the park.
Great job to SDA. Each day we get closer and closer to the beginning of the boys wrestling season. Let's take a look at what last year's season was like.
Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the Wayne Hills High School wrestling team. They had a really good season last year. Let's take a look.
Someone should join wrestling because it's really fun and you can meet new friends and you don't even have to be skilled. We'll teach you along the way. It's a good sport and it's healthy and it's just a lot of fun. I'll probably show them to the team or like bring them to a practice because everyone there is nice. Like everyone's supportive. They'll make sure that you'll get through it or like you'll have fun. Like no one's gonna like be mean to you or like harass you. I rated it a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 around there. We did pretty good, but we did have some like setbacks every now and then. But we did, as an overall as a team, we did pretty good. Honestly, you should be okay. You just need to find a weight class you want to be in. And you're set. You don't really have to worry about anything. Just have to be healthy. That's the main thing.
The team would meet every day from after school to 5 p.m. to go over moves and practice for upcoming meets.
They were pretty bad. It's not like bad, but like it gets you like you get really tired. You get very sore. That's one thing. I remember walking home from practice and I was extremely sore. So we have a new coach this year, Mr. Bilas, and he's really nice. He's a good coach. I heard this is my first year of me having him, but I heard that he's a really good coach and that he does a lot of conditioning and training. Yeah, the team got along pretty well. There's of course some people didn't like a few people, but never really affected anything about the team. Yes, definitely. There's always like people from different like backgrounds, places. It's a great way to meet new people. That's how I met a lot of my friends I have now through wrestling.
The team may seem intimidating at first, but over time you realize that everyone there will help you get better and better.
Matches for JV matches, they're fun to watch. Varsity matches, they get intense. Like you have for varsity matches, you have a single light shining down on the mat, and it's just you can see them just wrestling. It gets like exciting. Best freshman, Mongelli. Yeah, I'm very excited. I can't wait. We beat Valley, and I'm pretty sure we made it to. It was our second time. It was our second time like ever doing it. I think it was playoffs or like I can't remember what it was, but we did make it further.
Last year the team had a record of 13-10. We're hoping that the team can do even better this year.
Honestly, just join the team. If you like it, you'll have fun. If you don't like it, then you can always leave. No one's going to put any pressure on you. No one's going to judge you if you do. And just, it's a fun sport. Everyone's going to make sure that you're okay. Everyone's going to teach you new things. And just join. You'll be okay. You'll have fun.
Boys wrestling did extremely well last year.
The dance team made its first appearance at Wayne Hills last year. Let's see what their first year looked like. Coming back to Wayne Hills this November is their dance team. After a great first year last year, the team is back and ready to take on the dance floor. They are so excited and are here to discuss the gist of the team and their hopes for the new season.
Last year we only had a varsity team, and I think this year we're doing that the same, but it's all grades, any level, and everyone's welcome to try out.
So the number of dancers that can make the team is unlimited. We get scored on technique, tricks, stretch, and learning how to pick up combinations quickly.
We performed at all the basketball games last year that were home, and then we were supposed to do competitions, but we didn't.
The dance team is run by their coach, though there are also special leadership positions that the dancers can take on. These positions require leadership, cooperation, and organization.
The coach is Coach Mayo, and she does have a background in dancing. She grew up as a competition dancer, and she is a dance teacher at Ashley's Academy of the Arts. Okay, so there were no captains last year, but there were council positions, and that included treasurer, secretary, vice president, and president. And they just kind of helped with the fundraising and helped with the clothing. The dance team organized a bunch of different fundraisers at Pliables and other things like that. It was so fun.
The dance team had a great 2021 to 2022 season. They repped new attire, had many opportunities to perform for the school, and had a lot of fun throughout the season.
There were no uniforms, but we did wear leggings, and then we had this little cute white crop top.
We got to perform last year at the pep rally. We got to perform at the halftime shows for the basketball games. And this year we are doing competitions, which is so exciting. We did a lot of team bonding last year, which was really good since it was the first year of the Wayne Hills dance team. We also got to work with the STARS program, and we got just the parties. We had holiday parties, and it was really good because it was the first year.
The dance team anticipates the best for the 2022 to 2023 season. They have tons of new ideas and are looking forward to a great year.
My new ideas for this year, I think we definitely need more clothing because we're really new, so that'd be good for us. And more fundraisers, so we have the money to go get cute clothes.
I'm really excited to get to meet all of the new dancers and just have another great year.
The season's different. Obviously, now we're a year experience, so it's going to be more fun to work around things. And now that we're doing competitions, I think that's very exciting.
Dance team should definitely be considered a sport here at Wayne Hills due to its athleticism because dance is a major sport.
Wow, the Wayne Hills dance team is off to a great start. Up next, we will take a look at the 2022 Wayne Hills football cheerleading team. The team exceeded in their performances throughout the season by putting in a lot of practice. The team was able to perfect an outstanding halftime performance. The girls were able to make a lot of exciting and fun memories throughout the cheer season.
Let's now get some insight from the cheerleaders on their 2022 season.
Wayne Hills has many amazing sports and extracurricular programs that go on during the year. Today, let's take a look at the Wayne Hills football cheerleading team. The football cheerleading team attends all the Wayne Hills football games, home and away, cheering on the players from the sidelines. During halftime, the team performs a carefully choreographed 2-minute and 30-second halftime routine. Today, I've gotten a chance to talk to Chelsea Fernicola, a sophomore on the team, Ava Pereira, and Mia Card, two of the seniors on the team, to get their insight on the football cheerleading team.
So at the beginning of the season and in the summer, we practice on Tuesdays and Thursdays right after school, but in the summer it's obviously in the morning. As the season goes on, we lessen our practices, so now it's just we really just practice before their Friday night games because our halftime is close to perfection. So we're all very encouraging during practices. When we are trying a new stunt or a new skill or adding to our routine and making it better, we all clap for each other and really just screaming at each other to like hit that stunt and all that type of stuff, and practices are so fun.
They're really fun. Our coach encourages us, and we just do like a bunch of full outs for the routine.
It's a blast. I'm so sad that my football cheerleading career is practically coming to an end. It's great. I love performing at night in the games, and having the crowd in front of me is so awesome. And also performing halftime just feels so good, especially when we hit our whole routine.
It's so fun. It brings like our whole cheerleading squad closer together, and it's like a great time.
Performing at the football games is really fun because you get to see all your friends and family in the stands.
So our band actually helps so much with this. We wouldn't have so much fun on the sidelines without our band. They perform the best music, and we have all of our band dances to their music. And we also have so many cheers, and it's just great performing in front of them, especially when we hear the crowd clapping because we had a good play.
Cheering on the sidelines is really exciting because you get to see the game like at your level, and you get to like experience everything firsthand.
That's probably my favorite part of cheerleading because like it just brings all the girls closer together, and I love cheering on the football players.
Now that we've gotten to see what the cheerleading team's practices and experience performing at the football games are like, let's take a look at some of the cheer team's strengths.
Okay, so our team is very encouraging, like I said before, but in areas that we aren't strong in, we usually just put up a stunt, or we give like a few groups some easier routines to make it all look really showy and look impressive, even though it might be an easier skill.
We work on areas that we're not strong in by like practicing a lot.
I think our team is really good at making corrections and fixing things when we need to. Our biggest strength is being able to work with like mistakes and like different problems that we see. Like if someone's missing, we can work around it.
That's a tough one. I think definitely our stunts are our biggest strength. They just look so good when we're performing halftime. They're very showy, and it's just great for the audience to watch.
Probably stunts. We love stunting and tumbling.
Key factors in having these strengths is that, especially for football cheer, sometimes the season can be a little complicated. Like games can be different days, and people might not be able to make it, but we can always work around it and find a way to make the routine work.
So for stunting, everyone needs to be involved, or else it won't work. Everyone in your stunt groups needs to give 100% into what you're doing, because if one person doesn't pull their weight, the stunt will fall, and it'll just be embarrassing when you're performing in front of people. So everyone has to do their job. The flyers have to pull up, the bases have to find the foot and catch, and then the back spot really needs to pull up to make that whole stunt group work.
Practicing a lot and having really strong bases.
Working as a team is amazing. We all support each other, especially at camp, during games. When we're all freezing cold at one Friday night game, we're always pushing each other before we perform and being like, we got this, don't let the cold bother you. We have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, so just pull through.
Working as a team together is really fun. You get to make new memories and do different things.
It's super fun and it brings all of us closer together.
The Wayne Hills cheer team has many strengths to be proud of. Let's now take a look at what goals the cheer team has.
Our goals are definitely to hit the routine and have 0 deductions, like we would say in comp, but that basically means that no stunts will fall and that all the tumbling will hit, everyone jumps and everyone dances, and basically that the whole routine works. We strive for that every single game, and sometimes we got that even though our music didn't work half the time this year, so but our routine still looked good.
The goals we have through cheer is just to hit all of our stunts at every game.
Through cheer, I think our team was able to create stronger bonds with each other and realize we can rely on each other more.
Our biggest goal is definitely, like I just said, performing with no music. It was a huge setback, but each time we managed to keep going and count and support each other throughout the whole routine and finish strong and hit all of our stunts. So I think we're all very proud of that, even though it's not really what we wanted.
I think the biggest goal this season was finishing the routine before we went to Tennessee, and luckily we accomplished that.
Our coach's goals for the team was to make us just look amazing for the audience, because what we want is everyone to be engaged while watching our performance. So their goal is definitely to make our performance fun, showy, and just have everything we wanted to include in it.
I think the coach's goal was also to finish the routine before Tennessee, just so we could perform it at the game and make sure everyone was in high spirits for the first season game.
Probably the same as ours, to hit everything at a game and do super well.
Well, this is kind of like what I said before, but definitely our music going out basically for all of our games this season was our biggest obstacle. We had to continue the routine with no music, so everyone had to be on the same page with counts, hit their stunts, put all the weight in, and just keep going even though we had no music and we had to push through and count throughout the whole thing.
We'd probably just take a little break and breathe, and then we would just go back and we'd probably get it, just keep on working on it.
I think through a lot of practice we were able to overcome different obstacles with stunts and other things.
Throughout the season, the Wayne Hills cheerleading team looked to accomplish many goals. Let's now take a look at some of the memorable moments in the cheer season so far.
Our most memorable moment was definitely going to Nashville. That's definitely an experience that I never thought we would get to do. It was a blast. We had a great time and we got to perform in a state that it's just so fun. I loved it.
Probably going to Nashville. That was my favorite, and it was the most memorable for sure.
The most memorable moment was definitely going to Tennessee together.
So we did a few things. We went line dancing, which was a blast. I had the best time. We went to the Country Music Hall of Fame, which is pretty cool. We got to see all these artifacts and all these famous people. Also, we got to perform at the varsity game and even sit and watch the JV game. And that was fun because I never get to watch a game, so it actually felt like I was just in the student section for once. So yeah, we had a blast. My favorite part of the trip was being with all my friends in Nashville. It was just amazing. We wandered around the hotel. We found different food places to eat. In the rooms, we just stay up talking all night. And it was just a blast. I never thought I'd get to experience that.
My favorite part of the trip was probably the varsity game and going to Liberty Creek and seeing how different their school is compared to ours.
My favorite part of the trip was probably the hotel room at night. It was really fun getting to spend a lot of time with your friends. I think from this trip the team was able to create a closer bond as well because we were just spending so much time together and experiencing all these new moments together.
Probably that we all got close and now we all feel pretty comfortable with each other. And yeah, we're all sisters, so it's great.
One thing that the team will remember the most is definitely working as a team and just the whole team in general. It is the best group of girls that I've ever worked with, and we just had a blast. We tried so hard each time we performed, and I think we just take away just having this team in general because it's my senior year and I had the best time, and I'm going to miss it so much.
Looks like going to Nashville, Tennessee to cheer on the football team was a very memorable moment and experience this year for the girls. In conclusion, the Wayne Hills cheerleading team were very successful during their season by putting on amazing and tremendous performances at the football games, and the girls had a blast performing for the crowd this season.
Great job to the cheerleaders. Last but not least, the boys and girls fencing season is coming close. With the season starting at so soon, the students and coaches have great hope for this upcoming season. Let's take a look.
As the fall sports come to a close, the winter sports are beginning to start, one of these sports being fencing. With the opportunity to interview 2 players on the boys team, along with the girls coach, Coach Camano.
My name is Miss Camano, and I'm an English teacher here at Hills, and I'm also the girls fencing coach.
Hello, my name is Arjun Shivabarth. I'm a senior at Wayne Hills, and I fence FA. I've been fencing FA for 4 years.
I'm Sam Aveda, and I'm a senior on the Wayne Hills fencing team.
What got me interested in coaching fencing was the student athletes. I helped out the season before I started. Coach Lentino was the coach. She needed some help, so I was a volunteer. And when Coach Lentino stepped down, I was asked to take over the program, and I was nervous because at the time didn't know much about fencing. I was never a fencer, and 8 years later, here I am. So it's been a great experience.
I decided to fence because my big brother did fencing, and it looked very interesting to me.
I decided to start fencing because a lot of my friends were doing it. It looked pretty cool, so I wanted to spend some time with them and have fun in sport.
I started coaching 8 years ago. This will be my 8th season program, so it'll be 2 full 4-year cycles.
I started fencing my freshman year.
I started fencing in my sophomore year of high school.
My favorite part about coaching fencing at Wayne Hills is the student athletes. They are way more talented than they give themselves credit for. They are dedicated. They want to learn. They want to do well. So I have to say that's a huge motivation for being, part of the program.
I think my favorite part of fencing for Wayne Hills is sort of the legacy behind it. We've had a lot of really good fencers over the years, and learning from them has been a great experience.
Now let's see how the team performed last year.
Last year was a great year, coming off the pandemic and the bridge schedule the previous season. Last season was a transition to get it back to normal. We were county champions for the 3rd time in 4 years, so that group of seniors had 3 county championships out of 3 county tournaments during their career, so it was a really, really successful year.
The team last year was very promising since it was mostly newer members, since the seniors graduated out, and they still performed very well, and I'm excited to see what they do this year.
The team last year showed a lot of promise. We had a lot of new members, so we lost a couple matches, but we showed a lot of promise overall, and we worked really hard.
My favorite memory coaching this season last year was when we won our 3rd county championship. It happened on my birthday, which was a happy accident, but seeing the excitement in the girls, especially the seniors, 3 for 3, really, really exciting and heartwarming. It doesn't get better than winning a championship and celebrating.
My favorite memory was fencing Don Bosco, since they had a really good age group and being pretty close in that.
My best memory from last season was going to the county tournament with my friends. It was pretty fun, and we all did well.
This year will certainly be a rebuilding year. We have only 2 or 3 starters returning. The rest graduated. We have a lot of young people coming in, a lot of freshmen who have some fencing experience, and a sport like fencing, things can go in either direction. So I'm really hopeful, thinking positively about the potential that's there, but you never know, so we'll see what happens.
I think this year we'll do very well, especially since a lot of our members have been putting in the work off-season in order to improve. So I think this year would certainly be much better than last year, and hopefully we qualify for something big.
I think our team will have a better record this year. As I said, we showed a lot of promise last year, and then I think after all the hard work during the off-season, we're really gonna do well this year.
So far, it's been a really great experience. There are a lot of long days. We have a lot of long tournaments where we leave school at 6 in the morning and we get back at 6:30 at night. But I think the kids really enjoy it, and seeing them happy and excited and doing well and invested makes it a really great experience.
My experience in fencing so far has been very rewarding since I've worked pretty hard and I've achieved results. And I hope that this season, which is going to be my last, is going to be even more rewarding than the last ones.
My fencing experience has been pretty good so far. I've had a lot of fun, and I've done pretty well.
Next, let's take a look at what the teams have been doing to prepare for the season.
So we actually have 3 seniors this year, 1 in each weapon, which is a nice balance. We have City Jada at Saber, Heather Barnell at Foil, and Brooke Fox at Epic.
Seniors on the Epic team are Arsen Terbark, which is me, Michael Montano, and Saho Mehta, and Nick Peppel. Seniors on the Foil team is just Aaron Kim, and seniors on the Saber team is potentially Nadir Ghani if he joins.
The starters that are returning are Tala Varoka and City Jada, and anyone can earn a spot to fill in those other 7.
On the Epic team, it's probably going to be me and Nick Peppel starting. In the Foils, it's probably going to be Aaron, Nick, and Sean. Although that's still, we're still unsure of that. And Sabres, it's going to be Aiden, Nobi, and Raph.
So a lot of girls go for private lessons in the off season, kind of work on their skills. We have some new members coming out for the team that took lessons over the summer to learn the sport. But that's essentially what they do. They go for fitness training, skills training, lessons. They go to open fencing opportunities. Some go to compete in tournaments over the summer that are regional or local.
In order to prepare for the season, I've been going to a local club actively called the Masters Fencing, and I've been doing that twice a week for every week that I can.
I've been practicing during the off season and going to Masters Fencing Academy.
I never like to jinx it. I never say I'm super confident going into a season because anything can happen. But I am hopeful that we'll have a successful season, especially with some freshmen and sophomores coming in that have fencing experience. That always helps when we have young people who aren't starting from scratch. But we do have a lot of people who come in not knowing much of anything about fencing and end up being very successful. So we'll see what happens.
For this season, I feel about the same as last season, although maybe slightly more nervous simply because this is, like my last year, so I'm trying to make it count the best I can.
I think beginning of the season last year was a lot more uncertain because we had a lot of new members. This year, I'm very confident that our team's going to do well.
And last, let's see their hopes and goals for this upcoming season.
Goals for the season are to hopefully win another county championship, but at least be top 2 or 3. Place top 2 or 3 at our district championship in January, and hopefully be league champions, but at least have a winning record in the league.
My goal for the season is just to rise up in position. I'm on a C strip, so maybe I can get the B strip or A strip.
Most excited to be back with who I call best kids in the building. I can say it a million times over. The fencers are a great group of kids, really dedicated to each other, really loyal to each other, really loyal to the sport and loyal to their school. So I'm just excited for all the energy in our practice space and at all of our meets because they're a really great group to be around.
For this season, I'm most excited for big tournaments with a lot of people there, for example, like Centrulos or districts or counties. I'm just excited being able to be in one place and fence as many people I can in a day.
I'm most excited about the county tournaments.
So a typical practice session, we do a little bit of running, dynamic warm-up, and stretching. Then we set up the strips, competition strips, practice space. We'll do some drills, usually blade work or parry work, and from there we'll hook in and people will fence each other. No matter what, if they're not actively hooked into the strip and fencing, they're working with a partner on either point control or other technical things for the sport or footwork. Agility footwork is super important.
This season I'm planning to obviously practice a lot with the team, as well as drill on my own time. I think it would be necessary for me to drill when I'm at home, as well as go to Masters.
During practice, we just fence each other repeatedly, and we do like footwork drills and stuff like that just to get prepared for the sport and our meets.
I feel confident about the season overall. I still think I might be worried the day before or something like that, but I think this season could be our best.
Overall, I'm really confident about this season. Everyone's been working really hard during the off season, and we have a lot of good fencers on the team.
Overall, the fencing team showed a lot of promise for the 2022-2023 season. The fencing team has the potential to have a great season this year. We can't wait to see how they do.
It looks like Wayne Hills has some great classes and exciting sports and activities coming this winter.
This was John
and Steph.
We hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving.
And we'll see you next time.